Welcome back everyone. Today is the third and final episode of making a platinum engagement ring. So if you haven't watched part 1 yet, I would encourage you to do that first up here, and then perhaps you want to watch part 2 up here, and then come back to this one and then watch all of them together. In today's video we'll be looking at how everything came together with making the collet, making the band, assembling everything, and now it's time to clean up and set that diamond. Oh, and I would also encourage you to stick around till the end of the video to see what I have planned for 2024. So we pick up the video right where we left off the last time. Soldered the collet together, left it in the acid for about 5 to 10 minutes, and now it's time to clean up. So I start off by filing the inside of the ring, inside of the collet, get that nice curved shape, nice circumference to fit the finger perfectly. And now I'll just start shaping the sides of the band, that knife edge sweep that I was talking about in the previous videos, and just try and get that nice even flow to the band. And it's always good practice to take your time with this and do the one side, do the other side, get them to match evenly so everything is nice and even on the side swooping up, because that is the aesthetics of the ring essentially. If you look at the ring from side on, that's what you're going to see, and you want that nice even profile sweeping up. So it's important to get this stage right. Always inspecting. So obviously happy with the way that was turned out. Obviously there's a bit of a skip in the process because I can't show the whole video of every little step, because that'll take forever. And at this point I just decided to polish the inside of the band, give the ring a quick buff before I set the stone. And now in preparation for setting the stone, I'll take a ball fraser, it's like a teardrop shaped one, and I just grind away evenly on the inside of the collet for where the stone is going to sit. So the stone needs to go in, and you want it to click in. If that's your collet, you want your stone to sit there, so you can fold that bit over the stone, and that'll hold the stone in place. So just checking, making sure everything fits right. Wasn't quite happy with the way it sat, so just a little bit more grinding, and it's good to just take it steadily, go slow and steady, because once you take away, my rule of thumb is always, you can always take more metal away, but you can't add back on. So the slower you go to take metal away, the better your chances are to get it perfect. So now I've got the stone in, I've got my special pliers that I don't have it in front of me. I'll try and take a photo of it and add it into the whole thing. It's just my claw setting pliers that I use to pull the prong across the stone. And then I'll take my trusty hammer tool from Fordham. This one is quite old, probably had it about 10 years, and it still works a treat. So now I'm happy with the way I've hammered the stones, hammered the claws down onto the stone, and now it's just a case of cleaning up. So I generally just take a safety back file or 3-corner file and just shape those claws. I like to do little triangular shapes. That seems to be the trend these days. Occasionally I'll do a little swoop on the side of the claw as well to give it a bit of a heart shape, but in future videos I'll still show you how to do that. So it's just a case of cleaning up. Little sandpaper discs. And with platinum you've got to remember, the more you sand, the less you have to polish, because platinum doesn't scratch easily, but it's quite difficult to remove scratches from it. So always good idea to just sand, go through different grids, 400, 600, 800 to 1000, 1200, and then polishing paper. Up and rambling on again. I will pause the video quickly. So in this scene, I've got a confession, and the owner of the ring would know what I'm talking about. Originally, when they commissioned the ring, he asked me to set a little stone, a little diamond on the inside of the ring, just for him and his partner to know about. And in the mad rush of making all the other stuff that I was busy with, and when I finally got to making his ring, and with the recording and whatnot, making excuses, I know, I completely forgot to set the little stone on the inside. So you might see it's a different location. So this is actually me at work, because I do have a day job. I'm doing this part-time. If you can like and subscribe and get your friends to like and subscribe, I might have to be able to do this full-time. Click that like button and subscribe. So in this scene, you'll see me in different clothes, in a different bench. This is at my workplace, and only thing I'm doing here is I'm setting a little diamond on the inside of the ring. So let's take a look. So what I've done, I drilled a little hole on the inside, not all the way through, and I placed a little diamond. It's only a one-pointed diamond. Place it in. So what I do is I drill the hole slightly too small for the stone, and I let it click in, and I just do a little rub setting. And at this point I just use my dividers, because it's got a nice little sharp edge, and I just go around the metal, around the stone, and gently force the metal over the stone so it sits in place and it stays there for a good amount of time. Don't fall out, shouldn't fall out, won't fall out. But yeah, that's cleaning up after setting it. That's the end product. There you go, folks. Not too shabby, if I say so myself. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Yeah, quite happy. Customer was quite happy. Gave me a case of wine. Thank you. But yeah, that's the end of that. Thanks for watching, folks. Really appreciate it. And let me know if you'd like me to do future videos in this sort of style with a 3-part series, or would you prefer it all in one go? I'm still fairly new at this, and still finding my groove as such. So let me know. I'd really appreciate it. Feedback is always welcome, good or bad. Mostly good, I hope. Yes, and then I promised you right in the beginning, in the first video, that I would tell you what was happening behind me, because people that's been subscribed to this channel for the past year would have recognized or would have noticed that the background looks slightly different than normal. That is because we had to move. It was quite a sudden move. We weren't expecting it. We had a lovely place where we stayed. We were renting here in New Zealand, and the owners decided, oh well, I haven't decided, but yeah, they were quite sickly or feeling the need to retire early. So they had decided to actually sold the property that we were living in, or that we were renting, and move on to Australia and retire over there. So we had to quite quickly find a new place to live, and this just before Christmas. It's the busiest season for jewelers, so it wasn't easy. So I haven't had a chance to really clean up anything. It's still a bit of a mess. So that is my job in the next couple of days. I'll have a week off from the 8th of January, so my wife and I, and then we'll start tidying up and get everything where it needs to go. And this is where we'll probably introduce her to the channel as well, because she's been in the jewelry industry with me for the past 29 years. We've been dating since school days. I was 15, she was 16 when we met, and we've been together ever since. So we started in the jewelry industry together, and although she was more on the admin side and sales side of it, I was more on the manufacturing side. But yes, I've always had a bench at home where I did extra work and did piecework and did work from home, as I'm doing now as well. So I am actually in the process. She's been asking me for many years to actually teach her to make jewelry. Now I've teach her one or two things, how to make wedding bands and how to do this, how to do that, and then she'll stop and she loses interest, or she finds focus somewhere else, and or other priorities, like when we had kids, and we've got 3 great boys. And so now she said, well, she decided, well, it's time that I teach her proper, seeing that I'm doing a jewelry educational channel, a tutorial channel. I may as well just teach her and record that. So that is something we're looking into for 2024. And then she's also busy with the gemology course, where she'll then become a GIA certified jewelry valuer. And so if you've got any questions related to that, she'll be happy to answer that as well. So yeah, so it might be beneficial for you to like and subscribe if you want to learn more about jewelry and get more educated about jewelry. And you don't have to be a jeweler to follow this channel. This would relate to the general public as well. If you want to find out more information before purchasing a piece of jewelry from anywhere in the world, we'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have, and just put your mind at ease if you're going out to buy a piece of jewelry, because not everyone knows what to expect when they buy jewelry and what it all entails. So yeah, click that like button, subscribe to the channel. We would greatly appreciate it, and we can keep on making videos. We love doing this. We love making jewelry. I enjoy making videos, although it's not always the best quality, but I am getting better. So looking forward to seeing you in future videos, and all the best for 2024. May all your wishes come true, and we wish only the best for you. And yeah, keep smiling, keep creating. Chunky Jeweler out.